Jack Shabrowski here. Let's talk about the concept of strategic marketing management. Of course, this is Marketing 495, Marketing Policies. So let's talk a little bit about strategic marketing management. Of course, we all know that marketing is the science of exchange. And we know that marketing management is managing that exchange process. Well, strategic marketing management is more of a long-term, big picture focus on managing that exchange process over time to maximize the firm's objectives and customer satisfaction. Strategic marketing then is the way a firm effectively differentiates itself from its competitors by capitalizing on its strengths, both current and potential, and to provide consistently better value to its customers than the competitors. The linchpin in strategic marketing management is the planning process to develop a long-term plan to manage the marketing functions in the organization. The three key areas, of course, of strategic marketing management are marketing planning, market opportunity analysis, and of course, marketing problem solving. Now, all three of these processes are data driven, and that's what separates professional marketers from people who just claim to be marketers. One of my favorite quotes: fail to plan, plan to fail. This is also a favorite quote of Spike, one of our alumni, and also one of Las Vegas's city planners. A couple of other planning quotes. Will you please tell me which way I ought to go from here? Asked Alice. That depends a good deal on where you want to get to, said the Cheshire Cat. I don't much care where, said Alice. Then it doesn't matter which way you go, said the cat. Of course, this is a quote from Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland, and it's a planning quote because you really can't develop a plan of where you want to go unless you know where you are and where you want to get to. Another famous quote by General Dwight Eisenhower and eventually President Dwight Eisenhower is, plans are nothing, planning is everything. And of course, this quote deals with the idea that the planning process is important. That is, going through the situation analysis, the goals and objectives, and the activities necessary to get from where we are to where we want to be. Another one of my favorite quotes, and one that my good friend Ron Drake always likes to use: goals without plans are just dreams. So what is planning really all about, and strategic marketing all about? It's understanding the situation. All planning, all strategic marketing activities seek to answer three questions. Where am I? Where do I want to be? And of course, how am I going to get there? In summary, remember the famous Albert Einstein quote: if I had an hour to solve a problem, I would spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about the solution. This quote is more than just a clever remark. It captures a fundamental truth about problem solving that many overlook. And that is the idea that understanding the problem is the linchpin to successful problem solving. We refer to this as the professional marketing approach to problem solving. Good luck and welcome to the class.